Kagurabachi chapter 126 was peak as always. 10 out of 10. You know me. Woo! We're back. Oh my gosh. Feels crazy to bring this type of energy to a chapter like this one was, but I am so excited to be back. Sitting in my room all day making a video is exactly what I want to be doing on a Sunday. I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm the Kagurabachi girl of YouTube. That's what I do. What's up with you guys? It's been a while since we've had a chapter. I mean, I haven't had much going on. It hasn't been that eventful, really. I'm in a different setup. I moved. My background's not dumb yet because my chud ass sent my poster that was supposed to be back there to my old address. But yeah, so it's pretty bare on the walls right now, but I have a vision. You'll just have to wait. Gosh, what a strong start to Kagurabachi being back after 5 weeks. That is a lot of weeks. It felt that long too. Oh my goodness. Let's just get right into talking about it. I said get right into. I just did a fucking jig. What I should have said is let's finally start talking about it. So we start off with what seems like a wholesome moment, which is Kunishige learning blacksmithing from his father. This is our first insight into his family, of course. We had no clue what was going on there. We learn that Kunishige's dad is proud of him, and he also inherited the eyes from his father. And Kunishige has this cute little glow in his eyes when he's blacksmithing with his father, and it seems really sweet. And then you turn the page. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. From 0 to 100 real quick but when he got drunk, he would beat me and my mom. And then the whole thing with Kunishige not even really remembering his own feelings about his dad dying because he was so zoned in on his mom, looking relieved. When he died, oh my god. Oh my gosh. This chapter's a lot. Then there's the whole reveal that his mother is blind in one eye and almost blind in the other because of his dad's abuse. Like, oh my gosh. It's just, I feel like reading this was just getting repeatedly decked in the face. And I feel like I'm just summarizing everything right now, but there's just not much to comment on because it's very cut and dry. It's just absolutely heartbreaking and it really speaks for itself. And that continues with Kunishige's mom attacking him, trying to poke his eyes because she sees the father in Kunishige because they resemble each other, like the eyes. Oh my gosh. I'm like, it's coming all back to me. Like, I've already read it twice and I'm still like, oh my gosh. Of course, here comes the big second what the fuck moment, which is Kunishige's mom taking her own life. This is gonna sound really crazy, but I really love the framing of this. Like, that sounds horrible. I mean, I like the way it looks. The whole progression of it, like with the zoomed in top of her head with the faucet dripping, then the zoomed out angle of Kunishige in the doorway with the arm sticking out of the tub again with the faucet in the head, and then just the simple note taking up the skinnier slot but the length of both of them with the simple I'm sorry note that all it says is that. It's haunting. Just the way it all it makes you feel it. Here's me and my sister's reaction to that moment. Oh my god. I need a minute. Oh my god. This panel tears my heart into sad, tiny little pieces. Because he was just so little. Like, he was such a little guy. There is something here I want to call out because it seems pretty intentional to me. It is the placement of Kunishige's band-aids. Reminds us of a certain somebody we know. Here marks the much-needed shift to where things start to look up in this chapter. Because, you leave that dreadful sight with the bathtub and beat up Kunishige. And this page turn is gorgeous, accompanied with the lines, I wasn't really lonely. This panel of Chiaki is so gorgeous. I like how zoomed out it is and just the use of like space here I think is so nice. I like the context we get regarding the 4 friends in this group. Most of the kids my age went to school, but the gang I met after I lost my mom were like me. They all had stories of their own. It seems that they all have in common that they don't go to school, which of course gives some necessary context to this flashback that they have this in common, and that they aren't like other kids. But also, not going to school being a thing that these characters have in common, what's that remind me of? I get an excuse to bring up Hirohiko. Yeah! Yes! Best chapter ever! We're so fucking back after 5 weeks of Hirohiko mention. Yeah, at least to me. For real though, it does actually honestly seem a little intentional to me. And then there's the second part of that, of course, as well, which is they were like me, they all had stories of their own. Of course, we know Chiaki's deal that's going on at this point. She's a servant girl for the top dog clan, right? Izami is a well-known doctor's son, we know this. That doctor's only son. We know that he was a hot-blooded child and that he was eventually kicked out of his house. This is definitely before he was kicked out, I would imagine. I doubt Izami got kicked out at 9 years old? Yeah, because Kunishige is 12 here, so yeah, I doubt Izami was kicked out at 9 years old. But, I mean, Mashiro did get kicked out when he was, like, really fucking little, apparently, so you never know. But I'm guessing Izami's still at home at this point, and I'm also guessing that Izami doesn't go to school probably because he's just being raised up to be a part of the family business. So his education's kind of there, right? But if he hasn't been kicked out yet, I do wonder what exactly a story of his own means in his context. Honestly, I do just get a gut feeling that Izami might have just been like a weird kid, if that makes sense. Like I said, he was described as hot-blooded, so he gets passionate quickly and he gets fired up quickly. He feels really deeply. And when that happened in the present during the Kaminabi invasion, this happened. This is what he fucking looked like, okay? I wonder if young Izami ever looked like that. Like, did that happen when he got older? Or will we ever get a nightmare fuel little child with his eye taking up half the surface of his face? I mean, it might. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but I guess now would be a good time to say that I also do have stalks and something going on with his, like, hidden eye. I'm not sure what, but I feel like something's going on there. I feel like it's intentional, with even, like, him being, like, really young having that haircut. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. But there's a lot to ponder with him, and that's my favorite thing to do, honestly. I think Izami might be the character I brain rot about the most. Like, I really do believe that. So I'll keep thinking on this. I'll keep pondering it. As for Shiba, who fucking knows? I mean, he was recognized as guardian of the Soga clan at 19 years old. Like, how do you end up in that position? His circumstances have obviously got to be fucking weird. So, of course, he has a story of his own. We just don't really have much context for that at all. He's kind of a big question mark, but that's also really fun. Wow, all that talk spawned from a reused panel with just some new text over top. Fuck yeah, honestly. Kunishige gets scared because he realizes how attached he is to his friends and he doesn't want anything bad to happen to them. Of course, he's scared and sad, and so he distances himself. We see how he's been living too, just, you know what I mean, a fucking 12-year-old in an absolute mess of an apartment. But now it makes so much sense why Kunishige is the way he ended up. He was an orphan by 9 years old, living on his own, and his parents were not good examples. That was not a good environment to grow up in. And even though he definitely is not perfect, it really does make me happy that we know that he was able to make a meaningful connection with his child. Like, Chihiro loves his dad so much, and I'm just really glad that Kunishige gets to have that. I saw people interpreting this page in different ways, so I wanted to throw my hat into the ring. I assumed the rain was reminding Kunishige of the dripping water from the bathtub faucet. I love Chiaki's little, yay! She's just like me for real. Of course, the boys were like, maybe he just needs time to himself. Like, fucking Dumb and Dumber over here. Thing 1 and Thing 2. Look at my little guys all worried, but doing absolutely fucking nothing. Izami with the very necessary reporting of, like, someone saw him buying stuff, guys. Like, just the concept of these three little fellas in a tizzy, like, what do we do? What do we do? Kunishige's been gone. Oh no. Chiaki's standing out in the rain for 2 hours debating whether to go in. Girl, what is wrong? Of course, she starts to fall back on as well what Izami and Shiba were saying, like, maybe he really does just need space. It's like you could tell just the youngness is really coming across here. It's so funny. Kunishige's little reaction here is so adorable. This whole interaction is so great. Like, Chiaki cooking for Kunishige, wanting to do it more often, asking if she can come over and do that more. And him crying because of just, you know what I mean? This is all accumulation of his feelings and just someone being here and caring for him when he's been so distant because he cares for them, and that scares him, and just it all wrapping up like this is just, oh my gosh. And then Chiaki just like ruffling his hair in response. This is such a nice moment, and just the way they care for each other is so sweet. It's so good. And of course, them playing with the sparklers is absolutely precious, and it's also gorgeous as well. Hokuzono and his black ink strikes again. Also, the motion in these panels, it looks like photographs. Like, it's crazy. It reminded me of The Summer Hikaru Died, actually. So, in Side Pick, we trust. The scene in season 3 in 40 million years from now will be peak. Of course, this double spread, just like the page before, is absolutely stunning. It's so gorgeous. Hokuzono, you've done it again. It was really nice to get more of Chiaki and Kunishige together. I feel like this context is really important of establishing why they both like each other so much, even before where we're at now in the Seitai War arc. There's just something special with this pair with these two. Something Kunishige doesn't get out of Shiba and little So-chan. My little chuds. I like that this chapter ended so beautifully considering the start was the way that it was. Like, really amazing chapter. I thought it was so good. I loved it. And on that note, we're done. It is so good to be back. I'm excited to get back into the rhythm of my Sundays. Of course, not much to get all jokey about and all that stuff this week, but we'll get there, you know. Predictions for next chapter. Do we continue this flashback in a flashback? Or will we go back to the present? That is also technically a flashback. We don't know. For sure. What I do know, it's not even a prediction, it's just fact. We're gonna get more Azami! Yeah! More Azami! Yeah! Azami next week, put your stocks in it. We don't know if it'll be the flashback, in the flashback, or in the present. All I know is that we're gonna get Azami. Yep, there will be at least a mention, or even, no, he's gonna speak. He's gonna speak for real. There will be a proper speech bubble. Because technically his first lines of the arc were, someone saw him buying something. Subscribe! Yeah! Subscribe! I make Kagurabachi chapter videos every single week, and you're gonna want to be here when Azami's here next week. Yup. Like this video as well, like I like Kagurabachi, and you like Kagurabachi. Yup. Comment down below. I love reading comments. I love reading what you have to say. Oh my gosh, whistle tone the vocals, wow. Channel members as well, become a channel member. You get a shout out at the end of every single video, and I also make members only shorts occasionally. Nothing too crazy, but it's a good way to support the channel. But so is subscribing and liking and commenting and all those things. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye. And you know we gotta address the nations, that's right. You guys like my flamingo? That's Francesco. Azami Nation, I mean, hello. Technically for speaking lines, but it wasn't like fully present, you know? So we still got more. It's never wrong to want more, you know? I'm greedy. Kunishige Nation, how are we feeling? I mean, on one hand, like, I'm so sorry, because, like, emotional damage, hello, but also, like, that was really cool context, right? It's nice to finally have that, even though it's heartbreaking, and he's probably, like, he's, like, never had a good day in his life fucking ever. But characters like that are kind of fun, right? Chiaki Nation. Oh my gosh. Your girl's so sweet. Our girl's so sweet. Azami Nation again. Let's fucking go next week. Yup.